What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can become more influential in your communication, in your expression. All right. And it's just a simple um, mindset shift that you want to have, or a simple outlook you want to have when you're communicating to others. You know, let's say you're having a one on one conversation with someone, right? You want to ask yourself, what is the feeling this person wants to experience right now? Have you ever talked to someone or communicated to someone and thought about that? Like, what does this person want to feel? What does this person want to feel? Like, what is the sensation this person wants to have right now? Because if you think about it, we're all going through our day either trying to feel something or get away from a feeling. I mean, really think about that. Like, whatever goal you're going towards, why are you going towards that goal? Because of how that goal, when you achieve it, how it's going to make you feel, right? Like, if I get a Rolls Royce, that's going to feel very good. I'm going to feel very accomplished. I'm going to feel very successful, right? If I get, I date a really beautiful woman, how am I going to feel? I'm going to feel like I'm the man. I'm the shit. I got a beautiful girl, right? If I make a certain amount of money, right, I'm gonna feel like, man, I'm handling my shit, man. I'm making money, you know what I mean? I could do different shit. I could move around. So it's a feeling that we're trying to get all the time. And how's another way to look at it, right? How does it feel when you don't have money? How does it feel when you don't have a car? How does it feel when you don't have a woman? So we're trying to get away from feelings too. So when you're communicating to someone, ask yourself, what is the feeling this person wants to feel? And even ask yourself, what don't they want to feel? So let's say, for example, because I'm a big fan of cold approaching women. If I see a woman that's attractive in a grocery store, I'm the type of guy that will go and say something to her. Now, if I want to come off as attractive or present myself in the best way, one of the most intelligent things I can do is think, okay, what does this woman want to feel? Before I open my mouth, before I even say one word to her, I ask myself, what does she want to feel? Or what does she need to feel for her to decide, let me give this guy my phone number, or let me go on a date with this guy, or I want to be in a relationship with this guy? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If I walk up to her and I communicate in a way that makes her feel awkward, that makes her feel grossed out, or annoyed, or any of those things, right? What's gonna happen? She's gonna end the conversation. She's gonna put me in a friend zone. She may reject me, right? It's gonna lead to some kind of result that I don't want. But what if when I approach her, I make her feel happy, I make her feel turned on sexually, I make her feel inspired? Maybe I communicate in a way, that's full of energy, that's full of life, and I inspire her. Maybe I communicate in a way where she feels warm, like, I just have like maybe a loving vibe, like a caring, loving vibe. Like, these are things I think about. And depending on the woman, when you're able to be grounded and present to the moment, you can really like feel it out and get an idea. Oh, okay, I think I can see what kind of vibe she might be into, or what kind of feeling she may want to feel. Sometimes you may judge her off of her archetype. You don't always get it right, but sometimes her archetype will kind of give you an idea what type of feelings she may be interested in, right? What type of vibe she wants to be around, or what type of frequency she wants to experience. So this is just something you can ask yourself whenever you're communicating. Let's say you're doing a talk or even doing a Facebook Live like this, ask yourself, what do people want to feel? There's a difference if I come on here and I'm passionate and I'm excited about the topic, that energy is going to transfer. If I come on here and I'm like, okay, guys, here we go again. Today I'm going to talk about how to influence people. Like that's going to put people to sleep. What? They're not going to get the message. So, but that's me. That's the energy or the feeling I'm having, and then I'm transferring that. So you got to understand, you're actually transferring your energy when you communicate. So if you want somebody to feel something, you got to feel it first, right? If I want a woman to feel turned on sexually, I got to embrace my sexuality and communicate from that. If I want a woman to be interested in me, I gotta be interested in life. I gotta be interested in the conversation. I gotta communicate with that. If I want a woman to be excited, I gotta communicate with excitement, or speak on exciting things, right? Ask yourself, what is the feeling the person wants to feel? Let's say you're trying to sell something. You gotta make the person feel like if they buy your product, they're gonna get the results. If they feel like you're full of shit, if they feel like you don't care, or they feel like you put a half-ass product together, whatever, they're not gonna buy your product. No matter how much your sales copy and this and that and this and that. If the person doesn't get a feeling of trust, a feeling of, yes, I can be successful with this product or service, they're not gonna buy shit, right? So that's the advice, is ask yourself, what does this person want to feel? Okay, and now you communicate from that. Forget about what you want. Sometimes we too focused on what we want. What does that person want? And what do they want to feel? What sensation, what vibe do they want to be, experience? And you communicate that. You create that for that person, and you will get closer to achieving whatever result it is. Whether you want them to buy a product, whether you want them to like you, being liked is part of life. I'm not saying you want to go around and make everyone like you, but you don't want everyone to dislike you, right? That's kind of weird. You want to have some, at least attract the right people. And so you may communicate in a way where you attract the right people. There's a certain message. Like if I want to attract a certain type of person to me, I got to communicate in a way that attracts that person. You got to put out a certain energy, a certain frequency out there that will attract that person. So think of energy, think of feeling, think of energy, think of emotions, and how can I create that emotion within myself and then express it and transfer it to the person so they experience it too. Okay, so that's the advice for today. If you're a man watching this, I'd like to invite you to the Masculine Throne, which is for kings who are building their kingdoms of wealth, power, and women. It's a free group. You can join. I'll drop a link to that. I also have a mastermind group if you like to have daily conversation with me and other kings who are building their kingdoms of wealth, power, and women. Join that group. I'm also going to be doing a training coming up soon. You got to be a part of the Masculine Mastermind to get this training. This training is on how you can make your first $10,000 on the internet. Okay, I'm going to be showing you how to make your first $10,000 on the internet by starting a info marketing business. So learning how to market information, transformational information. So somebody has a problem, you help them solve it. Somebody is out of shape, how to help them lose weight. Somebody is skinny and they want muscle, how to develop muscle. Somebody wants to, somebody's single, they want to get a girlfriend, how to get that, right? Transformational information. There's different niches that you can go into. I'm going to be covering how to build that up and get to your first $10,000 on the internet, but only if you're in the Masculine Mastermind. The Masculine Mastermind is not a free group. It's $27 a month. Okay, it's $27 a month. We do daily mastermind calls. As I said, you get access to exclusive trainings, exclusive presentations like this where I go into more detail and I give more gems. And you get to be a part of a brotherhood of other men, other kings who are building their kingdoms of wealth, power, and women. All right, so if you're interested in the mastermind, hit me up. If you want to join the free group, I'll drop a link in the comment section so you could join. Peace.